iBizBook is a fabulous product, but I'm not here to sell that to you.
Soft sale, man. Soft sale.
Anyway, so the purpose of this group is to help business utilize social media and implement it. Implement it into their marketing initiative. Hopefully, by attending our events, you'll be able to walk away with valuable information and new information. And for this evening's event, we have a great guy, Scott Stratton, president of UnMarketing. He is the expert. Yay! He is the expert. He's the expert in social, viral, and authentic marketing. How about that? Woo! But before he speaks, I'm going to introduce you to one of the members of iBizBook who is sponsoring this event. His name's Jag, and take it away.
I want to start by saying thanks, everyone. I'm glad you guys came out. I hope you didn't have any problems finding this place. It's kind of a little bit of a nook and cranny in the neighborhood, but you know, one of the things that we're very proud of is we want to support the arts. My role at iBiz is a product manager. I'm going to be in the back, so please feel free to come by and talk to me. We don't necessarily think that this is the one-stop solution for businesses, but we do think that it's an introduction, a very valuable introduction on how to use social media tools effectively. That being said, way to go, Team Canada. More funding for arts, more funding for athletics, you know, very important. You know, two major releases that we're going to be building out for our community members is, number one, more location-based services. This is where you'll actually be able to use mobile devices to find value within a certain proximity. And the second one is we are all living double lives, whether we know it or not. We're here in the real world, and we're also living our lives online. What's happening online is things with virtual goods and virtual currency are becoming stratified. So our immediate initiative is, because we are in the industry of user-generated content, we're helping all of our members by providing them with credit that they can use in their virtual and in their real life. Anyways, come by, say hello to me. I'm in the back, and I look forward to talking to all of you. With that said, please give it up for Mr. Scott Stratton.
What am I going to say? I haven't planned anything yet. Just kidding. Hi. Hello. Hi. I'd like to thank the Olympics yesterday for going into overtime while I was on the radio talking about social media. So there's more people in this room than listen to it, so that was wonderful. Awesome. Anyway, there's a whole new thing, by the way. Just to create the presentation today. You're welcome. I'm the grumpiest motivational business speaker you'll find in your life. Except for the first couple slides. This is probably my favorite quote in the history of mankind. The truth is, no online database will replace your daily newspaper. This was said by a genius, Clifford Stoll, in Newsweek on February 27, 1995, how he was talking about how the internet won't go anywhere. That it'll never replace classical media, never replace things in business, that it's just a fad. And then he went on to say, in the only way a business guru can say, we're promised instant catalog shopping, just point and click for great deals. We'll order airline tickets over the network, make restaurant reservations, and negotiate sales contracts. So how come my local mall does more business in an afternoon than the entire internet handles in a month? The network is missing the most essential ingredient of capitalism, salespeople. Which is why you're here today, because God knows the last thing the world needs is more salespeople. So we're here about social media. We realized in 15 years since that quote came out, that I think the internet does a little more business than its local mall does now. What is it, $100 billion a year it's estimated at, the online commerce. So from that quote, what you'll learn is very simple. Don't listen to experts, including me. Make up your own mind here, people. If you think it's right, if it feels right, then you're probably not alone in that factor. That's what happened. We had a lot of naysayers back in '95 when the smart people were registering domain names, and people like me and all my buddies were looking at boobies online the entire time. So one of those groups retired millionaires, the other of us are still looking at boobies. So you know, this is how it works. So for me, it's about a social strategy. I don't really like using the term all the time, social media. All right, although I do put the me in social media, let me tell you. When you hear the word media, you automatically think push message, right? Media pushes it out, and it's just a channel. And really, to me, it's that social networking. It's relationships. It's a fancy new way of saying building relationships. So, which is really why I love it. A couple of rules for people who were here last time. You'll recognize these. Don't blow the joke, okay? Please, thank you. Please turn on your phones. If you could, during the session, I would like them on. That would be great. What's that? Yeah, I will too as well. Yeah, if it's an annoying ring. Keep the ringer on if it's a ringtone. Only if I'm going to like the song. Okay, if I don't like the song, like if it's TikTok by Keisha or something like that, then we're going to have words. Okay, so you can gamble, take the risk. If I like it, I'll dance. If I don't like it, we're going to answer the phone together on speakerphone. Okay, so it's your call. I want you to talk about it. If you like it, I want you to tweet about it. If you don't like it, don't tweet. Okay, well, tweet about it too. It really, it's your call. I want you to make people, jealous they're not here. Okay, that's me on Twitter. I made a hashtag for tonight, just on my own. So if you want to use that one, great. If you don't, I don't care. What are you going to do? I can't stop it. So I got SM with the number 4 biz. As short as possible, you can make the hashtag for. If you want to use SMF, I think biz. Somebody used that today too. But that's going to come up and down the screen so you can kind of remember it. I really don't like to stifle conversation. I've heard a couple places where they say actually don't do it and tell you not to, which of course makes you want to do what? Talk about it more. So I want to make sure we can talk about it if you want. I'm going to go through a couple stats here. So again, for my crew from last time will know these, and the rest of it's all virgin content. So last year, we're talking about social media in the world. Almost 250 billion emails were sent per day, which blows my mind. I got half of them. Because 200 billion of those were spam per day, which is, again, just woo, blows my mind. There's 234 million websites. 43 million were new last year, which is like 1 per second gets launched, and you wonder why nobody comes to your website launch. Well, you see, you're not the only kid showing up at the party, all right? It's like going to Chuck E. Cheese and there's 6,000 birthdays at the same time. It doesn't work, by the way. Happy birthday, Allison. It's your birthday today, by the way. There you go. You're welcome. There's 126 million blogs out there. 18 million of those use WordPress. Half are on the WordPress site itself. 500,000 are self-installed on your own server. There's 1 billion page views of blogs on WordPress.com per month. So you're wondering if people are consuming content. And like I said, what the guy that starts at no newspapers are ever going to be replaced by the internet. This here. Oh, by the way, only half of those are people reading their own blogs. Or 75% of my views are me reading my own content, I think, right now. 84% is a very basic stat. It's a percentage of social network sites with more women than men. I'm of the firm belief that I've always argued social media with people. I've always debated, social media with people. I've never had an argument with a woman about it. I've never debated social media with a woman about relationships building business. It's been amazing. Every person I've argued with has been dudes about social media. It's been a weird stat in classical business that I think on a very stereotypical level that women are great at understanding community, understanding to working together to get the greater good. And guys are like, get out of the way, and they're climbing the ladder, right? So it's an amazing push. You realize where the social media networks have really been adopted. There's been 1 million tweets per hour right now that's going on, so I'm sure you're accounting for 1 or 2 or 10,000 of them. 175 million Facebook users log in every day. There are 400 million of them now. And 175 million people per day are coming into that site to say hi or other weird and lame stuff. So here's the problem. okay? Here's what we're here for.